Good morning, afternoon, good evening and good night to wherever you are in the world. Thank you for checking out the channel. My name's Darkstar and in today's episode we're going to go back to 2025 and rate the top 12 heroes of the month. So this is a shout out to one of my subscribers, as if it wasn't for this player of Mythwars, I wouldn't consider doing this sort of video. Negative is not my strongest point. I love nearly everything about this game, but since the request, I have decided to do some research into studying the Heroes of the Month on the Mythwars Facebook page, Discord, Player First Player, and from the general ones I've been able to gather. Once again, this is my personal opinion. If you agree or disagree, that's fine, but please let me know in the comments. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Coming in at number 12 of my top 12 of Heroes of the Month 2025 is the Jack of all trades, Macabre. Macabre, yes, for Heroes of the Month, Macabre has come in at number 12. I wasn't able to personally get him or pull him during his month, and I can only go off what I see and from the times I have faced him, and someone has to be the top 12, and unfortunately he's my top 12. His ability is as a healer, recovers 25% health for all allies. I got nothing wrong with that, but for a 5-star, I think it falls short. My 4-star Aphrodite, she does 28% heal for 4-star. My Perseus, he does 27%, and my Luna 4-star, she does 42%. So to have a 5-star hero a month that has a recovery of 25% health, I think it falls short. And then it's caster's HP. If his health is below 50%, he recovers 40% health for all allies. No one wants a healer to be below 50% health, so I honestly think that if he could be updated and his health or recovery of health is flat out 40%, I think that would fix him in some respects. He gives 22% damage reduction for 4 turns for all allies, and his passive skill of being able to resist direct mana reduction. The fact that his passive skill gives him a 50% chance to increase special skill damage for all allies, as well as he has a resistance to direct mana reduction, really suits his character. Again, he has the other special of being able to give all allies the chance to dodge special skills once in 4 turns. He doesn't benefit from it, which I don't understand why. So, again, he seems like an overall good character, but for me, he's my top 12. Coming in at number 11 is our hero, who comes in peace, Imhotep. Again, I got nothing wrong with him. It's just his actual setup could be a lot better than what it is. He does 350% damage to 2 random enemies. 350 damage is good, but to 2 random enemies, I just think that's short for a 5-star. I would think 3 is the minimum to be able to do it to random enemies. And again, if his health is below 50%, well then he deals it to 4 random enemies. I mean, who wants a hero to be working at full potential below 50%? Granted, when you're at the bottom of the 9th and you need to be able to do more damage, yes, but I wouldn't choose him because of that. That's just me personally. That's people can be different, but for me personally, that holds him back. I do think that if his ability was a charge, I think it would work out a lot better. I mean, if charge F1, he hits 2 enemies. When he charges the second time, it's 3 enemies, and if he charges a third time, it'll be a hit 4 enemies. I know we don't have a charge hit with Heroes a Month, but maybe that's an idea that Karma should start doing now. As we have so many different types of heroes, maybe Heroes a Month should be branching out as well. I mean, the other thing that could be is that he only gives 50% defense to special skills for himself. Maybe if his ability allowed all allies to benefit from 50% defense from special skills. I'm not sure, but he falls short, unfortunately, so he is my number 11. Coming in at number 10 is our Viking of the North, Thorfinn, if that's how you pronounce his name. I love the fact of what he brings to the table, and the toolkit of different abilities suits him, where he deals 280% damage to one target and nearby enemies, but then if you pick the correct target and the health of the target is more than the caster after receiving the damage, he deals an additional 200% damage to all enemies. So he'll be dealing 480% to 3, and then 200% to the last 2 in the team. Damaged enemies cannot gain new buffs. I think that's really good, especially against Dante. And it reduces the attack of all those that have taken damage by 40%. Again, I love everything about him, but my personal experience with him is the reason why he's number 10. I haven't been able to pull him either, unfortunately, but every time I've faced him in raids and in wars, people seem to use him as a tank, and the teams I've taken against Thorfinn, he never survives past my combo special skills. Again, I could be wrong here. If he's on a raid team of yours, please let me know in the comments, but unfortunately, when I faced him, I don't think he's a tank. I think he's more of a wing or a flank, but let me know what your experiences are in the comments. Coming in at number 9, I can't pronounce his name, so I'm not going to bother. So he's up on the screen. He's a one-eyed Frost General, and again, with this character, I haven't been able to pull him, but facing him and knowing about him, I mean, his deals 250% damage to target and nearby enemies, so he's hitting 3 with 250 damage, with the potential of being able to increase that to 150% damage, depending on how many enemy heroes have very fast, and the charge skill. The higher the mana generation, the better, but again, he falls short. I mean, the target and nearby enemies get 35% minus to the defense. I mean, that's great. I mean, he also gives that sort of a stack ability of 10% of 10% attack. The stacks. His passive ability, it's good, but I just feel like this hero is a third-rated version of the holy demon of the wastelands, Pasu. He deals 350% damage flat. Then for every very fast and charge, he does a flat out 350% damage to 5 random enemies. So where this hero does the potential of 400% damage to 3, Pasu does, with the same ability, does 350% damage to 5 random enemies. So again, it's just, I haven't had the personal experience with this character, and when I have I haven't actually faced him in raids, I faced him in wars, and again, he does damage to my enemy, but the potential that he falls short on, which is why he's at this number in the line of being number 9. Coming in at number 8 is my first Hero Month discussion, Tima. Tima was a Hero Month back in November when I did my first Hero Month discussion. If you haven't seen that episode, go check it out on the channel. So his unique ability of being 240% damage to all enemies, and then doing a damage over time, which is a unique version of it, where he deals 45 damage, which increases each turn it's in play. And if the enemy uses any type of healing, that duration is reset back to 4 turns, and the damage stays at the increase. So it doesn't go back to 45. If it was 135 and the heal went off, it will continue to do 135 over the next 4 turns. Which again, is a lovely outset to what he does, as well as the enemy, or all enemies, not just the ones who are affected, have a reduced 55% healing for 4 turns. I think he is great on a wing or a flank. Every time I've faced him, he has been a pain, especially with his high health. If he's put in the corner, he's very hard to shift unless you specifically target him. So yeah, I think he's really well done in terms of a hero. I just feel like he doesn't have the potential of other heroes of the month has this year. So this is where he is in my spot. But if you don't agree, that's fine. If you think he should be higher, please let me know in the comments. So yeah, he's my number 8. Coming in at number 7 is our purple tyrant, which I can't pronounce his name, is Caligula. He looks like a tyrant who's on his mighty throne, and he's all in gold. So yeah, he's definitely up there. I've been able to pull one of him, which I haven't started to level yet, but I'm hoping to soon for my purples, along with another hero of the month, which you'll be seeing shortly. His mana speed of fast, combined with his high damage to the target, he definitely falls into the sniper class. I think he suits an offensive raiding team. His defense, I don't think he would suit. He can definitely go in a defense team, but I don't think that his skill set is preferred for defense. It's more for offense, because whoever you target, they take 300 damage, so that's just a standard sniper. But if you target a holy hero, then you do an additional 400 damage to the nearby enemies of the target you targeted with the 300. So on an offense way, he becomes a sniper hitting 3 heroes or 3 enemy heroes with more than 300% damage. Top that with him giving elemental defense down of 36% for 3 turns. That is definitely awesome. In terms of, he's not hitting 1, he's hitting 3 with elemental defense down. So he's definitely up there. You can definitely use him against Titans. I mean, he won't benefit from the 400% to nearby targets, but being a fast hero with 300% damage and elemental down is definitely one that you can use in both raids and Titans. I think he's a really great character, but I think a little tweaking here and there, he could have been so much more. Coming off one dark hero onto the next, we have our immortal philosopher. I can't pronounce her name either, but here we go. Perinel Flamel? Either way, this is our dark healer, which I gotta say is a very good skill set up for her. So this is why she's at my pick here. With a recovery of 25% health, which is good. I did point out earlier on my Jack of all trades, Macabre, his was 25% recovery of health. What benefits from her being here is that she gives the hero of the lowest health an additional 20% health, as well as all allies receives a 33% defense buff for 4 turns. Top that with her unique skill of being able to empower all dark runes on the board. When they are used, they will generate 15% more mana for all allies, not just dark, and have reduced the 15% to the enemies using it. So on a defensive team, she's great, as well as on an offensive team, being able to get that mana regeneration quicker. I've always said mana is a plus, whatever way you get it, and she gives it in spades. In regards to healing, if you did take her on a purple heavy team, 3-2-4-1, she would benefit more with health recovery because of her elemental awakening. It recovers an extra 4% health to all dark allies. Top that with a 25% health, the defense boost. This character is a really good pick. I'm glad I actually managed to get 3 copies of her. So I'm going to be able to increase her attack and defense by 5% with the 2 evolutions when I do evolve her. I'm actually working on her now. If you've been following any of my episodes, you'll know that she's part of my leveling projects. So please check them out on the channel. So yeah, in my picks, here's my top 6 for Heroes of the Month 2025. But out of the heroes, dark heroes I have, he's in my top 5. Coming in at number 5 is our Hannibal Barker. Now he's a wholly fast area of damage hero. And again, where I say his skill set works together, it definitely works for this hero. Now, he does do only 180% damage to all enemies, which is lower than what Teamer gives. Being fast, that's easily accounted or kicked to the curb by having the right mana troops and the right artifacts, or having an extra hero that gives him extra quick mana recovery, so he's able to fire his ability off much quicker. What I like about him is that he's consistent. So he does a bleed damage of 327 over 3 turns to the enemies, which if you fire his ability off twice or 3 times, that's consistent. Along with the fact that he is able to increase his mana generation himself by 38% for 3 turns when he uses his special skill. That's not 50% chance, that's when he uses his special skill. So every time he uses his special skill, he's increasing his mana generation by 38%. So it's constantly, 38%. It gives him very fast status with the mana speed. So once you get him fired off once, it is very easily keep him going with a constant 108% damage. Well, that will stack over time, even though it's only a little bit. That will continually chip away at all enemies because that's area damage. So everyone is affected by it. So I think for top 5, I think he's really great. I'm going to be having him in my farming team when I come around to leveling him up, which I am leveling him up at the moment. So yeah, definitely a good pick. I'm glad I got him when I did for April. So yeah, he's my top 5 pick for Heroes of the Month. Coming in at number 4 is our painter from Venice, Faramir. Now, when he came around, he is our only Hero of the Month for 2025 minion maker. And the minions he makes are very unique in regards to it helps the heroes that have the minion to resist any mana deductions or mana effects which stops them using their mana. The fact that he heals 50% healing and he dispels all ailments from his allies, he's an all-rounder minion maker, which I think he's really good. I never got a chance to pull him, but I can tell you now he's always been a pain in my side every time I faced him. He's not a tank. Every time he's been a tank, he's always gone. He's never survived. But being on the wing of the flank, he has been a right pain or a really good hero, however you look about it, on defense. On offense, I don't know how he would use him as much. I think there's other heroes that have better minion makers for being attackers. But on defense, he's been outstanding in terms of that. I haven't been able to pull him. I hope to get him in the future. But yeah, really, if you've got him, well done. Congratulations. But for Heroes of the Month, he's my top 4. I haven't been able to pull this hero, unfortunately. I wish I did. I did truly try to get this one. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to. So coming in at my number 3 is Margaret. Margaret's skill set is another unique one, and I gotta say, I really wish I did. The chances of me getting her now are going to be slim, unless I get her from the events portal Return of Legends when she comes into it, because all heroes or past heroes a month have to be in play or in play for about 6 months before they go into the Return of Legends. And you get a 2.5%, I think it is. Because there's 1.3% chance of pulling it monthly. And then when you go into Return of Legends, I think it's about 2.5%. So the chances of getting her are higher. But again, the amount of the amount of heroes in that pool are very slim to none to you getting it. But I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I will in the future. But if you've been able to get her, congratulations, because I think her unique skills are brilliant, especially what she contributes. Not only is she fast, but how do I describe it? So, Emotep was my top 11th pick, and I wasn't happy with the fact that he only deals to 2 random enemies. Margaret gives it to 3 random enemies, which I think is the minimum, which I think is really good here. I know it only deals 220% damage. However, for every ice hero present, the damage is increased by 40%. So on an offensive, if you took her against a blue mono team, she'd be doing 420% damage. Or even if there's only one blue hero, she'd be doing 260% damage. It increases. The fact that what she is she's fast, the damaged heroes all have their damage reduced by 35%. I mean, we've seen that a couple of times for all the heroes of the month now. There's a lot of heroes that are giving defense down. We've only had one elemental defense down this year, but we've had a couple of defense downs, which is really nice to see as a hero month because it's easier to get. But with Margaret, if the defense reduction or her ability is being dispelled or reset by Margaret sending off another skill, each target that's affected instantly receives 300 true damage. So if all 3 enemies get hit and she fires off her special ability again, not only are they hit, but the ones affected take 300 true damage. It's just stack upon stack on damage on damage on damage. I think that's really, really good as a character where it all works together. And if all 3 random enemies are hit on one enemy, that's like instant kill. That's a one-shot hero. I really like that, especially being fast. Her Elemental Awakening on top of that for all nature allies has 10% critical chance. And the fact that if she gets damaged by a special skill, she has a 50% chance to gain 30% attack. And her accuracy can't be affected because she has a resistance to it. So, I mean, I can just picture in my head now, if I did pull her as a hero month, I've got Stannis, I've got Clothro, I've got Ogrum, who gives increased mana generation, and I have my 4-star elemental defense down, which is, I can't pronounce his name, Giovanna. He's up on the screen now. If I pulled Margaret, I think that team of a nature mono would be really good in terms of what it brings to the table. I mean, with 1, 2, 3, 4 heroes on fast, I would only need to make 3 sets of matches and I'll get the entire team special abilities up and running. I can't pronounce the words. The syncrasy, the serenity that team would hold all together would be amazing. I truly wish I'd be able to get her in the future. But yeah, my top 3 pick is Margaret, which only leaves 2 left now. And I am a bit biased. Like I said at the beginning of this episode, it is biased because I have some of the Heroes of the Month. I don't have some. I can only go off what if you don't agree with my opinions, that's fine. That's totally fine. Let me know in the comments what Hero of the Month you think are better, or what your list would be. This is just my personal opinion. And I know after I do this episode, I'm going to be like, should I put that one at 1? Or should I put it back to 2? Or should the number 2 should be number 1? I'm just rambling here. Don't mean to, but here we go. My number 2 is Chaos. December's Hero of the Month came in hot and fast, and he is a real doozy with his uniqueness of skills. I am a fan of him. I have 4 copies of him, which I'm very lucky, and I don't know how I did, but I'm very grateful to have 4 copies. And I'll explain what I'm going to do with the heroes I've got. But just going back to this chat, Chaos brings a sniper roll of 480% damage to the target, which I think is a great standing for targets, being able to hit about 500% damage. And the target that he targets can't gain mana for 3 turns, and I'm a lover of anything that denies mana or halts mana. I think that on a Hero of the Month is brilliant. The fact that he creates a minion or a curse minion, I mean, let's just go over the facts. I did his Hero of the Month discussion back in December, and every time I've seen him used, he's been devastating in how it comes across. So the Curse Minion deals damage each turn from the caster's percentage of attack. If he's not cleansed and the Curse Minion stays around for 3 turns, he not only deals true damage, 300 true damage to the target, but he also does 300 damage to the nearby enemies as well. So he's hitting 3 enemies with 300 damage. If you're able to get him to go off twice, then that's 600 damage to 3 enemies. Passive skill allows him to gain mana generation of 30% for 3 turns if he takes damage from a special skill. Means that his average mana speed increases to being fast. Or if you don't rely on that 50% chance and you use troops or artifacts, that average can easily be turned into fast, especially with a level 23 mana troop, where you only need 3 sets of matching tiles to get him to go off. I think he's really good. I've got 4 copies of him, and I'm going to be running 2 copies with 1 evolution each, so he'll get a 5% increase to his attack. I think he benefits by running in 2s, because he only targets 1 that has stops mana regeneration. If you stop 2 on the left wing or the right wing or in the centre, then you are creating a path of tiles which, if you can't find any matches and you just want to dump a lot of tiles into a hero, those heroes don't get their mana bars to go up, allowing you to refresh the board easier. Yeah, I'm overall fan of him, especially when you emblem up as well. He's a fighter class, so you know that his increase of fighting for attack damage is going to be high. Again, I like this character all around. He's number 2, or should he be number 1? I'm not sure. But that only leaves 1 left, and February's Hero of the Month, which is my top pick, number 1, is Marcus Lucius Crassus. Yeah, I'm just going to come Marcus, because he's my number 1. Here we go, number 1 pick. He's fire, he's a fast mana speed, and again, he has a sniper roll of 480% damage, which is great. His burn damage, or it gives 200% damage over 4 turns. The ability of that is great, but what happens is, if the enemy dies from the 200 damage, the 200 damage is reset and passed on to another hero that's still playing. So that 200 burn damage can be transferred to all the heroes over time if you play it right. Now you can literally play it strategically and run it so that the hero he hits. So if you mount 2 hits on one target, you can leave that hero alone and concentrate or focus your concentration on another one, knowing that that hero would die with the burn damage, because 200 is a lot for burn damage, as well as it resets. So it's in constant play. If you're able to make that burn damage bounce across enemies, I've done it. I mean, I've had him since February. He's fully leveled up. He's fully emblemed. And he has been a linchpin in my mono red team, my 3-2 teams. I use him against Titans. Because not only does he have this burn damage and sniper hit, he also gives his nearby allies and himself 44% skill crit chance. He is definitely, I mean, he works for my Broderick. He works for my Kakati. He's really good, and I use him in mines, I use him in raids. All round good. Now, I am biased, sorry. I managed to somehow pull 2 copies of Marcus twice in 210 pulls. I don't know how, but I am so grateful I've been able to. So, it is possible to get multiple heroes with 10 pulls. I managed to do it with him. I've done it with Leonardo back in 2023. I think he was Hero Month, the Frost Nature one. Leonardo da Vinci. He is been brilliant in all my teams, which is why he's my #1 pick. So yeah, there we go. I've said my top 12. Again, it's my personal opinion. If you agree or don't disagree, or I don't mind, please let me know in the comments what you think of these. Or let me know in the comments if you've been able to pull any of these Heroes a Month. I've already done my Hero of the Month Morgan Le Fray for January discussion, and a sneak peek. February's Hero of the Month for 2026 is going to be a whopper. This Hero of the Month for February is definitely one you want to get. I would put this Hero of the Month for February 2026 up with Dante. There, I said it. I put it out there. I will be doing a discussion once it comes out tomorrow. Yeah, let me know. Thank you very much for listening and putting up with my annoying voice. As always, may the tiles be forever on your side. Goodbye for now.